He has been a free man for 6 months after 25 years in prison for killing his wife. But DNA set Michael Morton free and proved he was innocent.
And tonight, he's talking one-on-one with our Shannon Wolfson about his time in prison, what he thinks about the justice system that put him there, and exactly how he's trying to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else.
It was only in hindsight that I could see that, and confirmed by the sheriff's eventual testimony, that there was never any other suspect except me.
Was there something you saw or anything in prison that really just stands out for you that you'll never forget?
On my very first day in, back then, the place that we received our boots, you came in, you get stripped naked, you get searched, they give you some boxers, you pick up some boots. And there was a guy in front of me in line getting his boots. And I wasn't doing a lot of talking, I was doing a lot of watching. And I counted 13 stab wounds in this guy's back, scars. I realized that this place is real serious. These people aren't playing around.
Were you ever attacked?
I got in fights, but I was never attacked like that. No one ever jumped on me to stab me.
Tell me about Deborah Baker's family. They've been very supportive of you.
I cannot imagine what they're going through. I have a lot of answers to my questions, but they have the extra burden of knowing that had I not been framed like this, their mother, their wife, their sister, she would be alive today. If the right thing had been done, they may have actually caught Norwood and prevented their mother's murder.
I have to go back. You said framed. You feel like you were framed?
Yes. It's a different word and a different connotation, but when you keep back information, evidence, things that would show your innocence, I'm not sure what other word to use, really. I think it's appropriate. Monkeying with the time of death the way they did, keeping the information about the van, the funny things in the neighborhood, the credit card, Eric's recitation of what he saw, all of that stuff, it's tantamount to being framed.
Explain to me how and when you will be satisfied that someone has been held accountable for what happened to you.
You've heard me say I don't want Ken Anderson's head on a stick, but what I'm looking for, or what I would hope comes out of this at the end, is something that prevents it from happening to anybody else.
And Michael Morton says he will do that by crusading for more accountability for prosecutors in Texas, including punishments like fines and removal of their law licenses when they're proven to have committed some kind of wrongdoing. Tonight at 10 on KXAN and at 9 on the CW, Michael Morton on his reunion with his son and the road back to repairing that relationship, his new role as a grandfather, and what's next for him in his life. That's coming up tonight. Robert?
And the prime suspect in the murder of Christine Morton was in court this morning. Mark Allen Norwood was charged late last year in the 1986 murder. Morton's husband, Michael, spent more than 2 decades in prison, as we just heard, wrongfully convicted of his wife's murder. Today was a pretrial hearing for Norwood, which was continued until May 15th.